In this part of the chapter, we will have the accounting equation. Now, let's proceed to the accounting equation. Remember that we have three main elements of the statement of the financial position. We have the assets, the liabilities, and the owner's equity. The assets are the resources owned by the business. Liabilities are the rights of the creditors, or we call the creditors' claim. These are the debts of the business. While the owner's equity is the right of the owner, or the owner's claim. So basically, the equation is asset equals liability plus owner's equity. This means that the business assets are financed by the creditors and owners, because what the business owns came from both the creditors and the owners. So the creditor and the owner put up assets to the business. Okay? So anything the business owns came from either the creditor or the owner. That's why the creditor has the right over the assets of the firm or the company. We call that one creditor's claim. And the owner of the business also have the right over the assets of the business. And that's why we call that one owner's claim. Okay? So mathematically speaking, if we put number on this equation, we have 65 plus 35, then we can get total asset of 100. So if, for example, we have known that liability is 62 and owner's equity is 55, can you get the total assets? Very good. And that is 117. You simply add the two. Now, what if you have known that assets are 100,000, but you do not know how much liabilities are, and owner's equity is 55. How can you get the total liabilities here? Very good. You transpose this amount to the other side of the equal sign. From being positive, this 55 will be subtracted from 100. So that's minus 55. Therefore, you can get the missing amount, which is our liability. And how much is that? 45. And what about this one? If you know that assets total to 100 and liabilities total to 36, but you do not know how much the owner's equity is. Correct. The same thing. You transpose this one to the other side of the equal sign. From being positive, that becomes minus 36 here. So that means 100 minus 36. Then you can conveniently compute the X, or the missing owner's equity. And that is 64. Very good. So now, why don't you try to answer these exercises? Now pause this video and answer it on your own. Just play it again after you have answered. Don't pick the correct answer from the next slide. So, did you get the correct answers? I assume you did. It's just very simple. What about this? Can you do this in less than a minute? Go ahead, try. Pause this video and solve this. Solve for the missing amount. So I hope you got the correct answer. I'm expecting you got perfect. Very good. Now, how about we do a word problem? For example, John Juice is the owner and operator of a Eurostar, a motivational consulting business. At the end of its accounting period on December 31, 2011, Eurostar has assets of 800,000 and liabilities of 350,000. Using the accounting equation, determine the following amounts. So we have A, owner's equity as of December 31, 2011. B, owner's equity as of December 31, 2012, assuming the assets increased by 130,000 and liabilities decreased by $25,000 during 2012. Okay, let's solve letter A first. So letter A is very simple, right? You have a given asset of 800,000, liabilities of 350. So how much is your owner's equity? You just subtract 350 from 800,000, then you can get 450. Okay, so letter B, we have the changes is given, right? There's the word increased by. So we have increased of 130 in assets and liabilities decreased by, so decrease we write negative. So we have negative 125 for liabilities. So what is your owner's equity changes now? So supposed to be we transpose this to the other side, right? So if it's a negative sign, that becomes positive when we transfer that to the other side of the equation. So that becomes 130 plus 25. Therefore, the owner's equity is 155. Owner's equity changes. Okay, the owner's equity increased by 155. So the question is, how much is the owner's equity as of? Meaning it's the beginning plus the increase. So the beginning balance is this one, right? This is the balance on December 31, 2011. Last year. That's your beginning balance. Now, during 2012, you have an increase of 155. So, beginning of 450 plus the increase of 155 equal to total ending of 605. So the correct answer for letter B is $605,000. Now let's have our word problem related to accounting equation.
Corona is the owner and operator of Omega, a motivational consulting business. At the end of its accounting period, December 31st, 2019, Omega has assets of $760,000 and liabilities of $240,000. Using the accounting equation and considering each case independently, determine the following amounts. A. Corona capital as of December 31st, 2019. B. Corona capital as of December 31st, 2020, assuming that assets increased by $120,000 and liabilities increased by $72,000 during 2020. C. Corona capital as of December 31st, 2020, assuming that assets decreased by $60,000 and liabilities increased by $21,600 during 2020. D. Corona Capital as of December 31st, 2020, assuming that assets increased by $100,000 and liabilities decreased by $38,400 during 2020. E. Net income, or net loss, during 2020, assuming that as of December 31st, 2020 assets were $960,000, liabilities were $156,000, and there were no additional investments or withdrawals.
So to answer the first requirement, the Corona Capital as of December 31, 2019, we can simply use the basic asset accounting equation, which is asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. In the problem, we have a given asset, which is 760,000 and liabilities of 240. So we deduct liabilities from the assets, we get the owner's equity of 520,000. For the second case, Corona Capital as of December 31, 2020, under the assumption that the assets increase by, take note, by 120 and liabilities also increase by 72. So we can conveniently compute this one using this equation. Asset minus liabilities equals owner's equity. From what we have computed from letter A, the owner's equity was 520, right? So during the year in 2020, there has been changes. The changes is an increase. So do we have a positive or plus 120 here by 120. And liabilities also increased by 72. Okay. And that means the total increase would be, or the net increase for owner's equity would be 48, right? So this is how you compute the net changes or net increase in owner's equity. Diba? Changes is like that, no? Net changes. Yeah. So you can just add 520 plus the increase of 48, then you get 568 as your answer to letter B. Or you can also go through the long method, like 760 increased by 120, so you get ending balance of asset, which is 880. Liability beginning was 240, and then you have an increase by 72. Then the ending balance of liab is 312. So ending balance of asset minus ending balance of liab, you get the ending balance of owner's equity, which is 568. So you go horizontal or vertical, you should get the same answer, 568. Okay? For letter C, the same requirement, the ending capital of Corona as of 2020. So the ending capital. But this time, the asset decreased by 60. So it's like 760 minus 60. So you get the ending balance of 700, right? And the liabilities increased by 21,600. So it's like 240 plus 21,600, you get ending balance of liab, which is 261,600. 600. So ending balance of LIAB of asset minus ending balance of LIAB, you get owner's equity ending balance, which is 438,400. Or you can compute using another way, like using the changes. So the changes, we have a decrease, so negative 60, then minus increase in LIAB, so positive. So these two, negative 60 minus positive, that supposed to be the answer is negative 81,600. So it's telling us that the owner's equity decreased by 81,600. So from the beginning balance of equity which you have computed from letter A, then you deduct the decrease of 81,600, you can get the same answer, 438,400. Again, you can go vertical or horizontal. You should get the same answer. For letter D, the same question, the capital N. But this time the increase is, the asset is increased by 100 and the LIAB is decreased by 38,400. So an increase by 100 means beginning 760 plus 100, you get the ending balance of 860. The LIAB, which is 240 minus 38,400, the ending balance of LIAB will now be reduced to only 201,600. So ending balance of LIAB will be deducted from the ending balance of asset. So you get the ending balance of owner's equity, which is 658,400. Again, you can use the other way, like this one, the changes. Okay, the changes, we have plus 100 for asset minus 38,400, the negative 38,400 for LIAB. Then that means the owner's equity is increased by 138,400, right? So when you add this increase to 520, you get the ending balance, which is the same with what you have computed earlier. Now for the letter E requirement, this time it's different, no? What was required was the net income or net loss during 2020, assuming that the asset and liabilities were 960 and 156, and there were no additional investments or withdrawal. So let's just have a little review of what you have learned from the previous file of these slides. Now we have the different transactions that affects owner's equity, right? If you remember, we have the investment, the withdrawals, the revenue, and expenses. In our problem, it states that there's no investment and there's no withdrawals. Therefore, only revenues and expenses affects the owner's equity. And the question was if you have income or loss. Take note that you can get net income or net loss by subtracting your expenses from your revenue, right? So it's like when you have this, you remember this one, you have the beginning, the from the previous slides. Now you have here the beginning capital and then ending capital, which are affected by the changes. Now take note, the changes is plus to investment, profit, and minus to withdrawal or drawing. In this case, there was the net increase of 20, right? Because the changes are 80 investment plus profit 10. So there's total increase of 90. but withdrawal is 70, so there's decrease of 70. So 90 minus 70, there's net increase of 20 for the ending capital. Okay? So to answer letter E, you have there a given ending balance already, right? So we start with the ending balance given, 960 and 156 for assets and liabilities. So you can compute the owner's equity. So that's 960 minus 156. You get 804,000 owner's equity. And you also have the beginning balances given. So ending minus beginning, then you can get the changes. Or we have here the increase in asset of 200,000, decrease in liability of 84,000. So your owner's equity here basically increased by 284,000. So the difference between the beginning and the ending is your increase or decrease. So it happens that it's 520 at the start and it ends with 804, right? So it means there's an increase. So what do we mean if we have an increase in asset and there's no withdrawal and no additional investment? So it only affects revenue and expenses. Therefore, it's either income or loss. So if we have an increase in owner's equity, then we have net income. If we have decrease in owner's equity, then we have net loss. In this case, is that 284 and net income or net loss? Very good. It's a net income. Or you might want to solve that problem using this, the one that we've been used to in letter A to D, right? So this is your table to compute your answers from letter A to D. But you just have to work back the changes which is in the middle. But you get the same answer. Okay? You just extract what's in the middle.